Good evening, farmers. Yeah, good evening. It's 10:30 at night. I was a little curious. I went home, went to go to bed, and my wife was gone. I'm like, where is she? And I actually caught her crossing the street across from the farmhouse. I'm like, I'll follow her, see where she goes. And she's up here in Redberry. I would say enjoying the fire, but here she is. I wonder if she knows I'm even here. Can we talk? I guess we can talk.
Hi, babe.
Let's see what she's up to.
Good afternoon, darling.
Afternoon. It's like almost midnight here. Let's see.
Is there something you need, darling?
There's something that she needs.
No, not at the moment.
Just decided to get away from me, is it?
I'm going to bed. Are you coming?
I'm just a little tired. Going to bed soon.
Well, you got a little ways walk to go back home. I can teleport, but you're going to walk back home, I would assume, right? Yeah, so there she is. I was also surprised to see Madison out here. And she actually needed some pumpkin spicy soup, is it? Spicy pumpkin soup. So I completed that quest pretty easily when I was following my wife up here. But anyways, we're going to head back home the easy way and just teleport. Yeah, I came back home. It was like 8:30. I'm like, my wife's going to be in bed. And I actually caught her. I was close enough to when I did the engineering mode. Well, apparently my wife's in bed now. Okay. She teleported pretty quicker than I did. Yep, she's in bed now, so that's rather interesting. All right, so she can teleport faster than I can. Anyways, let's just go to bed and wake up in the morning. First thing we're going to do is grab our tractor. I'm starting to wonder if there's not twins of my wife. Anyways, my rooster did a good job. So that means that you didn't collect the eggs yesterday either? What is my wife up to? I have no idea. Sometimes it's best not to ask questions. Anyways, though, I collected the duck and goose eggs last night, which seemed kind of weird. The eggs were still there. So I'm going to go ahead and put these into the pantry. All 10, please, and put that in. Yesterday when I was waiting for them to finish sowing the peas in the field up by Oliver's house, I went fishing for, well, a fish. I just figured I'd feed James today, even though he may not need one, which he doesn't, but I can still feed. Oh, wait, it's there. Where's the trigger? Wow, that's, there we go. Yeah, well, he elected me before I fed him a fish, so he's probably too fat to get up and chase the mice today anyways. So Ronnie the Rooster gave us some money by doing what he does. Rex is still down by the fireplace. My wife is doing who knows what she's doing since she can teleport. The flowers. How are the flowers? Well, these are going to be all wet because of AoE. Those are all wet too. That's fine. Let's go check the bees and the honey. I want to collect them just in case. So yeah, we're going to fertilize those fields this morning. Ooh, gather honey. Gather honey. 2 jars of honey. Perfect. Yeah, so just get those fields taken care of. We're pretty much caught up on all the fields, believe it or not. So they're just about all set for September to sow in some canola. Oh, that's one over here. Thank you. And that's it. And all these flowers are doing fine. Yeah, I'm actually I want to have some workers retired for a little bit. That's how much we're caught up because they're doing smaller fields now, so it doesn't take them as long to do the work, which makes perfect sense. Nothing there. The greenhouse looks fine. And apparently no honey here. So we got 4 jars of honey today. That's fine. I don't want to say I got plenty of jars of honey because I'm pretty sure when time to come make recipes I may be short on something. How are we doing on food and sleep? We're fine everywhere across the board. So it was rather interesting with the wife, wasn't it? She was up in Redberry and like, well, I'll teleport back. I'll beat you back. And I teleport back to the house and she's already in bed. I'm thinking, okay. I think there's more than one of my wife walking around. So we're going to grab our fertilizer spreader. I would think nothing is in here, but then again, it's been a while since I used it, so I might be wrong. And it shows nothing in there. I do have plenty of fertilizer in storage. I've already checked that. I've actually prepared myself today a little bit. I don't know if I'll get to harvesting, but speaking of harvesting, I should check to see what the prices are going for today. Peas. Lupine, man. So yeah, nothing too major. I don't have to get to the harvesting today. We might get to cutting the grass instead. I probably would like to do some of that only because I think the grass will actually regrow. It's been a while since I've done the grass. What am I looking for? Just regular fertilizer. Plenty in stock. As the camera flickers as I get out of there. Yeah, plenty in stock. So yeah, I would like to cut the grass just because I think it does actually regrow. You don't have to replant it, I think. It's been a while since I've done the grass, like I just said. But it used to, and I don't know if it still will or will not. We're going to come up here and fertilize these fields. I'm not too concerned about my workers at the moment because, like I said, I got plenty of workers to go around. Alright, so start fertilizing and... Oh, that's right. The third person camera will flicker. I may have to change my position if it flickers too much. I'm surprised they didn't fix that on the full release. I thought that was a well-known problem before the full release, and it still does it once in a while. It can be a little bit of annoying. I do like this spreader better than the big, well, I even forgot, it's been so long since I used it, I forgot what it was even called, but the big red one. That one's more bulky, it doesn't hold as much, and it's harder to make turns with it. I actually definitely prefer this one a lot better. I think it doesn't use as much fertilizer either. But we'll zip through these fields in no time flat, I hope. Well, this camera angle is definitely working a lot better. It's not flickering and driving me nuts. I'm pretty sure it was driving you nuts a little bit as well. I just noticed in this field here, for some unknown reason, I did not spray manure in a huge section right here. Right there. I mean, like how do you miss that? How do you miss that? You think of my years of experience on here, I would not miss a section like that, but I did. But still, I was at 98%. And I'm at 99% fertilizer, which is good enough. I'm not going to go around and try to get that 1%, even though I probably might find it. Yeah, little spots here and there. Hard to tell. Is it this spot here? Well, I covered it and didn't get me to 100%. Oh well. And I still got 83% fertilizer in here, so I might get all 4 fields done. Fingers crossed. And then, yeah, I think we will go ahead and cut the grass today and bale it on up into an autoloader. And then might go ahead and feed the cows today, and we'll get some harvesting done next time. But definitely want to get these fields all covered up, meaning with fertilizer. So when September rolls around, they are good to go. And hopefully the price is good to go. I mean, I got plenty of silos around here. I guess I could always just buy more silos and store it. But our goal for the year is to get to $5 million before winter hits. And that's going to be kind of hard to do because when September comes, we're going to be paying a lot of workers to seed our fields. And it's going to cost us thousands and thousands of dollars. So probably when September rolls around and Rose shows up in Redberry and I go sell her all of our stuff, we might just break even. Does that, will I? I don't know. That'll be interesting if I can sell more food than what it cost me to reseed the fields with a canola. 50 fields. I was actually thinking about buying another field. On the way up to Redberry when I was following my wife up last night, there's a field that is really kind of close to the farm I still have not bought yet, and I keep putting it off. It's actually got crop ready for harvest in it, which is wheat. It's too bad that you can't just see when you don't own the field. All it says is it's like, 100% ready for harvest. It's wheat. It doesn't tell you if it's been plowed, cultivated, fertilized, anything like that. But usually an AI field is just seeded. Hasn't been plowed or cultivated or fertilized. But we do know from last season when I bought the cornfields, you can still fertilize when it's ready for harvest. Looks like those vans over there having a powwow. Well, not having a powwow. There's someone actually in the street. as we take up the whole road. And vans just keep spawning up everywhere. So it is kind of interesting that our wife will wander off and go to Redberry. We kind of knew that already, but I didn't know she would do it at night. I'm having either deja vu or it's happened before. I've gone home to go to bed. My wife is not there. I think that's happened once before. Who is stopping all the traffic? Calvin, get out of the road, dude. You're stopping the progress of the traffic here. So just make me wonder, what is the way? I mean, I don't, you know, my wife can go out and do whatever she wants, yes. But it's kind of weird that she just wandered off. Maybe it's just one of those nice warm summer nights with the, you know, it's bright enough, you know, the moon's out, it's giving plenty of light, and you just want to go out for an evening walk. Heck, I do that now at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes in real life, just in the summer when it's nice out. It's like, I'm going for a walk. Yep, our beautiful scarecrows stay up all the time. Like I said, I wish those would become destructible. Just my preference. Yeah, I definitely like this fertilizer spreader better than the other one. It's been a while since I used the other one though, to be honest, so I don't know if they made any improvements to it. And this holds a lot more fertilizer than that big red one does. I think, if I remember correctly, the big red one holds 1,600 kilograms and this holds 3,000. Which doesn't seem right, but that's the way it is. I'm going to try to get this to be 100% fertilized. And I thought, well, we'll do harvesting today. It's like, you know what? No, let's go ahead and cut the grass. That way, that if the grass does regrow, which I think it does, but we're going to find out here, then they'll be ready for another cut in September. Not that I'm going to get much money out of it, because I'll just probably sell the bales as it is. That's the other thing that still kind of gets me, is why at the market it doesn't show us the price for the bales. Because I don't think the bales are a set price. But the grass bales, you will get double on everything. So if you feed it to the cows, they're worth double than straw bales. And the same thing at the market. I think the grass bales are worth double than what straw bales are. I remember the early days of Farmers Dynasty, bales were worth so much. I was always buying all the fields that AI owned that had wheat or barley in it, just to get the money from the bales and the crop. And usually if you found a field of wheat or barley in it, you buy the field, harvest it, sell it, and then, you know, make bales and sell the bales. You would actually earn money. You would earn more money than what you paid for in the field. But through the years, rebalancing, I don't think that's the case anymore, because bales, yeah, like, I think bales used to be worth like $200 to $300, somewhere in there, and now they're not worth. I can almost sell like the whole trailer and just get about that much. Alright, so how do we do in this field here? Where are we? 99%. Alright, well, there's 1% somewhere I didn't quite get. Whatever. One more field to go, then we'll go back, look for the mower, and go up and mow the grass. Yeah, I don't think we can put the mower on the front, which kind of sucks, because then I can put the baler and the auto loader for the baler on the back. But we'll give it a shot when we get back. All the fields are fertilized, and I still got 40% fertilizer in here. Let's go ahead and make sure we empty it out, because we don't want it rusting our fertilizer spreader. Empty the fertilizer, yes please. Let's go put this back into our parking lot. I don't think it needs a wash or anything. I think it's perfectly fine. Is my mower out here? Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll try hooking it to the front, but yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Let's go ahead and lower that down. Why won't it hitch to the front is the question we all have, right? The linkage is there. Everything is there. Oh well, so that means I got to mow it, then go up and get the... And then come back and get the baler and the trailers, which should be over there. Yep. Let's hunt up and let's cut some grass. I just hired a worker to cultivate a field. Speaking of, are we pretty much all set everywhere? Plowed and cultivated. Plowed and cultivated. These fields got our lupine in it. This is the field right here I've been thinking about buying because this is like right here. And it's 1,600. Yeah, 1,600. 16,500. It does have wheat in it. We're pretty much all set here. Plowed, cultivated. Plowed, cultivated. Plowed, cultivated. Plowed, not cultivated. So let's go ahead and do that. And after those workers finish, I am pretty much done setting up the fields. I think though when we harvest the lupine, I may hire a worker to come in right behind us when I start harvesting the bigger field right here, which is like 3.15 hectares. I think. Yeah, so when I get maybe like a third of the way harvesting that field, I'll hire a worker to come in and plow it. Is it 3.15? It's going to bother me until I check it, so let's go ahead and check it. Because I think I always say it should be 3.14. Yep, 3.15. Let's hop back into my favorite tractor, which is the FV. FV stands for favorite because it is. I have no idea. Yeah, so let's go ahead and lower the machine. And then, of course, turn on, start mowing. The thing about mowing the grass is, for me anyways, you can mow I don't want to say too fast, and it's hard to actually see the area that you're covering sometimes. But I think the grass used to grow back, but that was before we could actually do anything with it. We used to be able to cut the grass, but we were never able to pick it up and bale it. And it's like the grass is not going to grow back the way the ground is actually looking. Like I said, I really haven't done the grass in a long time. And we are going to get tons of grass bales out of here. More than you would think. But it does make sense to say that the grass would grow back because you're really not, you're just cutting the top of the grass off and you're not cutting up the roots and all that. So in theory, the grass should grow back. I guess the only way I'm going to really know for sure is once we get the grass bales out of here. I can come back to the field and see what the status says of the field. As we watch the gas. Yeah, watch the gas render in, the grass render in as we go around the field. I can just imagine putting grass in the 7.55 hectare size field. How many bales do we get off that? We do know, because I've done it twice now, and I don't quite remember the number off the top of my head, but I think it was 255 bales of straw that we get off that 7.55 hectare size field. I think one time I did it with the autoloader for the bales, and the first time I did it was before autoloaders, when I had to go around and pick all the bales up by hand, put them on the trailer. But I think when I did that, the bales were worth a lot of cash. That's why I did it. I was like, oh, let's put wheat in the big field. Be able to feed our cows and make a lot of cash with the bales. Alright, let's turn off the mower. Let's see, hasn't been plowed, cultivated, fertilizer, manure. It says grass. Yep. So it doesn't look like it's going to regrow, which seems kind of weird. It should regrow, but looks like they may have taken that away from us. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal to me anyways. I'm going to head back to the farm, drop off the mower. I'll grab the baler and maybe just one trailer for now. I don't think I'll get 38 bales of grass off that field. I might, but I'll just grab one trailer for now. Or maybe I'll grab both trailers because they're lined up, and that way I'll have to back up later on and try to line those up because that is so much fun. Alright, I got everything in tow, both trailers, because everything was lined up. We'll turn on the quote-unquote harvester, as it calls it, and we'll start making some grass bales. I'm not going to bother looking behind me. We'll check it out when I get all done, but it shouldn't take us too long to go ahead and pick up this field. Make sure I get every little piece of grass that I can. Although the AoE on this baler is pretty wide, so it has a pretty good pickup range. A lot wider than what you think it would be. We can start making some guesses how many bales we're going to get off this field. As you get a sneak peek behind us how many bales are already on the trailer. That seems like a lot of bales already. And I'm trying to remember, I think each trailer can hold 38 bales, is it? Yeah, I just decided, when I lined up the baler and the trailers, I'm like, yeah, I better hook up the other trailer because they're lined up now, and I like to keep them lined up. That way I don't have to back up a tandem trailer, which is always... Articulated tandem trailers are hard to line up sometimes. Well, for me, I shouldn't say sometimes. Most of the time they are. I'm starting to think I am kind of glad that I brought both trailers up here. So I got a funny feeling I'm going to fill up that one trailer for sure. Now the one thing I might try, but I got told not to because the bales will disappear. I would love to put the bales up above where the cows are, but I got told the bales will disappear. I don't think I've tried that yet, so we may try that today. The only problem is you got to carry the bales upstairs, which kind of sucks. And yeah, we're definitely going to fill that first trailer. It's about full already. This is why when I plant grass, I only do it in like the smallest field that I own, which is this one right here, which is 0.38 hectares. Yep, and we already got a bale on the second trailer. That is a lot of grass. I actually find it kind of weird. I think I said this when it came out that Farmers Dynasty went the path of actually having an auto loader for a baling trailer. I guess if you wanted to keep it more lifelike, I guess what you could do is bring a trailer up and detach the trailer, then go around with just a baler and make the bales and pick them up yourself and put them on a trailer. If you'd wanted to. I mean, I do know there are systems out there where the baler will put it back into a trailer. So, I forgot, does it tell me? Lift the bale. I think it's 38, right? I thought there was a way to tell how many bales you had on there, and I don't remember because I hardly ever look. Anywho, let's go on down, feed our cows with the bales that we have, and then we'll try putting some bales in storage above the cows. But like I mentioned that a while ago, and somebody did leave a comment saying, well, if you do that, when you bring the bales up there, it kind of just eats them on up. So we're going to give it a try. Wow, driving my tractor on my lawn is probably not the best thing. Look what it's doing to my lawn. Let's go in here and feed the cows. So the cows are at, where are they at? 27%. Can I lift a bale, please? Come in here and where's the trigger? It's there somewhere. So they get 400 food compared to 200. So they're getting 4% per bale. One at a time. So I don't know how many bales it's going to take because my brain can't really do the math right now, especially when you can't even go inside the door. Yep, 400 per compared to 200. So grass is definitely better, which we already knew that anyways, but I don't think I've done this since the main update, so you may not know this. Can I pick up a bale, please? There we go. I mean, it should be like 12 bales I need to put in here. Alright, this bale and one more should do it. Should bring me to 99%, so I'm not going to waste another bale on them. Plus, it'll allow me to check something out. 99%. So, let me grab a bale. And I don't want to walk through there. Let me open up both of these doors. Because I mentioned that it would be nice to have like a bale, a belt, conveyor belt, going up to like an upper barn door. And you can load the bales up through here. So let's see what happens. I mean, this is a lot of work, but if you like to do it the fun way. So I would not recommend storing the bales over on that side because that might be where the pickup area is. So let me just go ahead and drop the bale there, and it disappeared. So this is where I think what maybe they were trying to attend. That's why there's an opening here. So you could store like the bales up here, and you're supposed to pick them up, come on over, and drop them in the pickup area. But that bale disappeared. So we were at 99% on the cow feed. Yeah, so I'm at 100% right now. So does it mean anywhere I drop it upstairs it's going to disappear? I mean, if I just drop it... Yeah, so you can just like drop it anywhere in the cow barn apparently. It used to be you had to drop it right in here and in here only, but now it seems like anywhere inside the barn. I know I'm wasting grass bales here, but someone's got to test this stuff out, right? Yep. So, yeah, definitely don't store any bales in there. So that commenter that made it months ago is correct. So you definitely probably want to store your bales in here, which can be really messy because, yeah, it just is. Just is. And you know what? I really don't feel like storing the bales. I think we'll go up and sell them because the cows should be good now for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So let's go up and sell the grass bales and see how much I get for like 30 bales. Yeah, I think I got about 30 bales in here. First off, I got to be able to drive out of here, which I think shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm destroying crops somewhere apparently. But on to the market. We'll sell these grass bales. Make a little bit of cash today. Alright, so let's enter the bale market with these about 30 bales. Oh, it is 30 bales. Sell 30 bales for $1,214. Yeah, not a lot of cash there for us, but it's something. So you're probably just better off if you're going to do grass. I would just store it for the cows if you want, or not do grass at all. And when you do wheat or barley, just save the straw bales because you don't get much for the straw bales either. The straw bales should be worth half of what grass bales are. So will we just get like $1,200? So for 30 bales, I would have got $600. Yeah, so I mean, it's really not worth it to sell them. I mean, it is early game for you if you really need the cash. But I would just say maybe keep the bales to feed your cows. My opinion. But anyways, let's go back to the farm. I am just going to unhitch the baler from the tractor, but when I reload the game, all these will be attached from one another, but I just like to leave them attached just in case. You never know, maybe sometimes the game will forget and leave them all attached. So I probably won't use the baler again for a couple years. I have no idea, unless I decide to do wheat or barley at some point, which I hardly ever do anymore either, because like I said, bales aren't really worth doing, in my opinion. Let's come over here and give our tractor a wash. Wash vehicle. Ooh, I'm at 43%. Yeah, let's go ahead and refuel it while we're here. I got plenty of fuel in stock. That way our tractor is ready to go. Should not need it for a while because now we're just pretty much down to harvesting our lupine fields. But I'm going to come over here and just park it on up somewhere. I might just use... trying to figure out what I might use next. I'm guessing a slurry tanker might be the next thing I use, so we'll just back up here roughly. It says I was kind of hungry, and I am very hungry. I probably should be just eating like eggs or something like that, because I probably can get a decent amount of cash for the red egg casserole than compared to eggs. But I'm curious, did my wife collect eggs and milk today? She was standing right there. Where did she teleport? Oh, I was going to come over and talk to her, but she must have sensed it and she ran to the kitchen. So I cannot talk to her at all. No, she collected the eggs today. We know she didn't the day before because Ronnie the rooster fertilized some of them and we sold some baby chicks. Well, if she collected the eggs, I know she did the cows as well. I collected the duck and goose eggs yesterday, so my guess is there may not be none today, which there is none. What time is it? Ooh, they may have just disappeared. Oh well. Let's head on down, I guess, to talk to Rex because my wife doesn't want to talk to me. I believe Rex is down here. He is. We'll light the fire for him. But that's where we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time right here on A Day in the Farm. But until then, have a good one.